Hello and welcome to the Beer Search Party. This is Sean Inman with you with another review of one of the beers from my fridge. Now for the month of April, I didn't really have a theme. Sometimes it's Oregon beers or California or IPAs or one brewery that I do. This month it's just a grab bag random assortment. Now I started off with a can of Kona Longboard Lager, and now I am going all the way to Iceland for a smoked imperial stout from the Olvesholt Brugus brewery, which apparently, according to the label, is within sight of a somewhat active volcano. Little spooky. When I think Iceland, I don't think of volcanoes, but obviously there are some there. So this is a smoked imperial stout. Couldn't be any more different from the lager previously reviewed. Now this one's 9.4% alcohol by volume, and as you can see, it is black. There is no light going through that. There was a bit of a head on it when I first poured it, but that dissipated somewhat quickly. But it's a nice coffee thing, and you got some alcoholic legs on there. And so now let's get the aroma, because that's where you really tell about smoked imperial stouts, is the aroma. Whoa, that is a bit piney, but definitely the smoke comes through. Now I also recently had smoking wood from the brewery, and that one had a big barbecue note to it, which hopefully in a couple years that beer will be really good. It'll calm down a bit and it'll give you the essence without hitting you over the head with smoke. This one, it's big, but it sort of fades off into a woodsy sort of note. Sort of like more like the embers of a fire. Actually, when it said imperial, I was expecting something a bit thicker, a bit rougher almost. This one is fairly light. Definitely has a smoke taste, which pretty much runs over it, but yeah, it's a very dry and light beer. It's not, I mean, it's 9.4, so it's not light, but it's a very, it's not smooth either. It's just, and I hesitate to use the word watery, but it's more on that side of the spectrum than on the thick imperial side. So that might be a little bit of a misnomer on the label. I would just go with smoked stout, perhaps. But it's a bit tasty here. I know a lot of people aren't fans of the smoked beers. They can be something you have to get used to. But this one is pretty good. I mean, it gives you that essence, gives you a nice woodsy taste, and it's light enough that you don't feel like you have to slog your way through it. It does certainly leave a dry finish at the very back of the throat, which is interesting. I usually don't get that from stouts, especially smoked ones that have this Rausch beer sort of thing going on. But if you get the chance, one final thing and then I'll sign off here. If you can get the actual Rausch beer malt and smell some of that, you will have such a appreciation for what people can do to make these smoked beers, because that pure malt, it's usually yellowish color, not brown or roasted looking, but boy does that pack a punch. So it really shows how much the amount of ingredients is really important in making a beer, and just getting those right percentages of which malts to make something smoky but not too smoky or too smoky. And it's really a good insight into how these smoked and imperial beers are done. But this one's not bad. Obviously Iceland doesn't have the same extremism that the US does, and I should have taken that into account when I had it. But this is a nice, smooth, smoked imperial stout. So if you see it out there, and it's out lately within the last month or so, it's shown up. I think I mentioned it on a blog post a month ago or so. But if you're a fan of the smoked, or if you want to try it, this might be a good one to start with. So thanks very much for watching. This is Sean Inman with the Beer Search Party. Signing off, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.